Fundraising. Senate Majority Leader John Thune is here. And Senator, thank you for coming back. We got a lot of things to motor through, so we'll see how much we get done in 4 minutes, all right?
Thanks, Bill.
That a deal? Some Republicans are reflecting on Tuesday in El Sayed's victory and calling him Mini Mamdani. What do you think you've learned from Tuesday so far? Let's start there.
No question about it. The Democrat Party in this country has moved to the far left. He is an extreme, radical, left-wing, candidate who has extreme views that are completely out of the mainstream of the American people and certainly out of the mainstream for the people of Michigan. Our candidate, on the other hand, Mike Rogers, is a common sense leader who will bring solutions and do things that will help improve the overall economy, increase wages for people in Michigan, the kinds of things that I think people, when they're thinking about an election, are concerned about. And so there's going to be a great contrast there, Bill, and I think it's a great opportunity. We've got a quality candidate and who's right on the issues, and then you've got a left-wing candidate who's completely out of the mainstream of the American people.
So some are calling this a gift, and we'll see whether or not that's the case. I know you agree with that. Here's
Indeed.
Chuck Schumer on the Big Ten, the Big Ten. Watch here.
Bottom line, we are going to win Michigan, take back the Senate, and have a majority. And Manu.
Thank you. Is the rise of the DSA good for your party?
Look, we are a big tent party. And being a big tent party is a strength, not a weakness.
I want to get your reaction on that. And also this, too. Money drives a lot of victories, most of the time. All right, you look at the numbers. El Sayed's beating Rogers in money. So, too, is Sherrod Brown in Ohio. So is Tallarico in Texas. So, too, in Alaska over Dan Sullivan. How do you see that?
Well, I think that the allied Republican groups, Senate Leadership Fund, the National Republican Senatorial Committee, others out there are going to neutralize whatever that deficit is. But yeah, the Democrats, the money, the resources, the energy, the volunteers is all on the far left of the Democrat Party. I mean, the progressive wing of their party, the liberal far left wing, is ascendant in politics right now. And of course, Chuck Schumer's got to say that. But when you got the DSA and people out there advocating openly for those types of policies, I think American people are going to say a big fat no to that come November, Bill. So this is a clear contrast. This is going to be, elections are about differences, and the choices couldn't be more clear.
And speaking of November, how much of a drag is Iran on these midterm elections?
Well, I think that, obviously striking a deal there is in everybody's best interest. And I think getting the Strait open is in everybody's best interest. And the administration, the president and his team are working aggressively to make that happen. And hopefully they will succeed. Obviously, that has some impact with respect to gas prices and other economic issues, which, as I said before, pocketbook issues are something that a lot of Americans are going to pay attention to. But if you look at the policies when it comes to taxes and regulations and energy and all the things that Republicans are delivering on for the American people, our goal and objective is to have more money in people's pockets. And they will, as a result of the policies that we put in place. Okay,
you got a lot of things on your desk, and I know you're trying to clean it up, and I don't know how much you get done in August.
Right.
Here's Senator Kennedy. He's pretty adamant what he said. Vote is what he said. Go.
I'm prepared to stay here as long as it would take. I've been to a squillion meetings to talk about this stuff that could have been an email. I'd rather have a back alley colonoscopy than go to another meeting. It is time to vote.
Speaking of voting, what the president's priority is Save America Act. Will that get a vote on the floor of the U.S. Senate?
We're hoping to achieve that, Bill. We've had 5 votes on it already. We will, if we can, we'll figure out a way to get yet another vote on the Save America Act, but I don't expect the Democrats to change their view. The issue here is all 47 Democrats, all 5 times we're voting on the Save America Act on the floor of the United States Senate have voted no. This is an issue about going after Democrats, making this an issue in the fall campaigns and holding them accountable for being on the wrong side of an 80-20 issue with the American people. But we will try and set up a way to get more votes on that, to put them on the record again. But the fact of the matter is, you have block opposition from Democrats in the United States Senate when it comes to this issue. And that's why it's so important that we elect more Republicans to the Senate in November.
All right, that wasn't a yes, so I'll take it for what it is for now. Last
we're
question.
Working it.
Yeah.
We're working
Todd Blanche, are you confident he passes a vote in the full Senate?
I think if we can look, obviously we're working that issue too, and he's in the list of things that we have to do. I've kind of stacked these things: funding the government, the Blanche nomination, the 74 nominations, other nominations we're trying to get through here, Russia sanctions, the NIL, market structure. There are a lot of things that are sort of stacked up here.
That's not a
we're
yes
trying to
either,
get through
then.
them. Well, he is in the queue, and so we intend to vote on him before we leave, and I am hopeful and optimistic that we will get him confirmed.
All right, I'm out of time, but I appreciate yours.
All right,
We'll
sounds
get
good.
to a squillion things again next time. Thank you, Senator John Thune.
Thanks, Bill.
All right.